What is up, guys? We are back with another Roblox video, but today, instead of playing Michael Zombies, we're playing Boxing League, which I played for like 4 hours, so I guess I'm kind of addicted to it. I couldn't stop playing it, so I decided that I'd just record a little bit of it, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So I hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, consider subscribing if you do like this kind of content, and we will get right into it.
Overall, I think the game is pretty easy to understand. Knock out your opponent. It's first person and knock out your opponent 3 times. You have all the moves at the bottom of your screen. So I do definitely think that it is a lot easier to do on a desktop as opposed to mobile, just because of the amount of inputs that you have to do. And then obviously it's in fast repetition because it's a competitive fighting game. So I don't know how well this converts to mobile. Overall though, I love this game. It's a lot of fun, especially when you start, because you generally don't know that much. Like when I started, I didn't know anything, and it was really weird fighting my first game because I was just expecting to come in and just punch people like super easy. But then when you realize that there are all these moves and everything, it makes it a lot more strategic, and I definitely liked it a lot more. Like just knowing when to regain stamina, like that's a whole thing that took me multiple games to learn. But now that I know, I feel like I'm just so much better, and it just makes the game a lot more realistic, I'd say. It's not like this game is that realistic to begin with, but it's definitely an interesting game, and I like how they actually consider stamina instead of just throwing a ton of punches. However, this uppercut is amazing, and I will never stop using it because it is just too good, especially when people don't know how to counter it.
And this is the first game, but I do think it's the best in terms of competitiveness because he was exactly my level. So honestly, this is probably one of the most equal fights that I had the entire time I was playing. So the fact that I actually got to record it is kind of cool as well. And then if your opponent is low on health and trying to shield, do that. Just get up next to them and don't stop punching, because the second they try to punch you, they're gonna die. So it is just the smartest thing that I don't see enough people do. And then when people get up, hit them with a bunch of uppercuts or something, because they don't know right away. Most people aren't prepared for that right away. So it's just an easy way to win if you want to be super competitive in this game. The best way for me to explain this second fight is basically a low level trying to haymaker their way to beating me, while I do the exact same thing to them, but use my stamina better. And you can pretty much see that right from the start, that there is nothing but haymakers. This is all we're throwing here. And then obviously, if you look at the stamina, my stamina is slightly higher because I am leveled up a little bit more than they are. So I get better stamina use, and then I also regen my stamina more than they are. So it's pretty much just who's going to use their stamina better. And I've played more, so I think it's just an easy win for me. So it's they're throwing missing haymakers. Like, I'm obviously just gonna avoid them, gain my stamina. That should have hit, by the way, but you know, I don't care. We're still gonna win. We just chill out, haymakers away, get that stamina up when they're down, so that way we can hit them with another uppercut the second they get up. It's just my strategy at this point. Uppercut, 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 and apparently a kick. Like, kicks are good, but they're not like that good. The kick is best used when they're up against the wall, so that way it knocks them out. So then you can use an uppercut. The uppercut is just the best move in the game, in my opinion, in terms of speed, first of all, because it's one of the quickest power attacks, and then it also does a lot of damage. compared to a kick, which only does like 6. The uppercut does 15. So it just makes sense. And then obviously, again, they're down. Obviously, I'm regaining stamina. Obviously, I'm going to hit them. Like, what did you expect? It's too easy. It's too easy out here. But then that happened. Not like it matters, but it happened. And it's not great. But we win. So, and now we're just getting into the unfair fights. A level 1 versus me, like a level 14. This isn't going to go well for them. They literally don't even know how to punch. Like, I'm just confused at this point because they haven't thrown a punch until now. And even then, this is just not a good fight. Low levels are just not fun to fight against. And obviously I'm going to win this because, 1, level 1s don't have any of the special power moves yet, which are good. And then 2, he quits here. So, I mean, I would too, especially if you're getting beat that bad. You've hit me like 4 times. And then this happens. Some more level 1s, because why not? We love playing level 1s as a level 15 because, I don't know, I'm not level 20 yet to get in the upper gyms. So this is what I'm stuck with until we get there. And this guy is learning how to punch, which obviously this isn't going to go well for him. I give any level 1 credit if they are going to stay in a ring and fight someone who's over 5 levels higher than them. And I'm 15. He's 1. Like, that's not a good matchup. And especially when I started, when you're playing these higher levels, it is just so hard to actually hit anything, especially the first game. Because the first game, you don't have any of these special abilities, but they have all these special uppercut abilities, which are incredibly good, and almost no one uses the standard punch that you get to start with. So they really have no chance. But this guy decided he wanted to be a fighter, which I respect him for it. Most people aren't going to do that, but he stuck around. He wanted to fight through it, and he got a few hits off. I'm hoping he learned more because obviously he's committed to this, which this is not a great way to start a game, especially if you come into a game for your first time and then just get destroyed by someone who's a level 15, which then I'm toxic too, and I do this stuff where I stand above him and punch him as soon as he gets up, which that's also super annoying if you're like a beginner. And then obviously we just end it real quick. But guess what? We have more beginners because this guy thinks strength is the only thing that matters. But it's not. Endurance is literally the best thing in the game because that's your stamina usage, and he has negative stamina usage, which is not good. So obviously I'm thinking this dude's gonna hit hard, but he's gonna waste all his stamina. And look at that, he's out here wasting all of his stamina. But guess what? He hits hard, and that's what matters, because he is a level 10 and has yet to learn that stamina is the most important thing in this game. Because now I can just stand here, punch his stamina away, and now he has no power attacks. Like, stamina is kind of broken, but it's not completely broken. I do like the concept of it, but sometimes people just don't know how to use their stamina right, and it hurts me. It hurts me. Missing punches is also really bad. That hurts me too. But, you know, we'll still win. That's the important thing. And down, because guess what? He can't use stamina right. He put all of his perks into power. What an idiot. And then there is a new move that I get when I got level 15, which is the overhand punch thing, which I tried to use instead of the uppercut there, and it failed miserably. And that's when I realized I love the uppercut, and only the uppercut, because it is too good. And now we punch each other because that's what happens. And then we kick each other because we're just in sync right now. And now I chase him as he tries to punch me. Down on the ground. Let's see. Oh, guess what? We stand over him. Hit him with a hiya and miss because I hate that thing compared to the uppercut. And at this point, I just want to play it safe so that way I don't go down, so that way I can 3-0 him, because I think that is significantly more impressive than just winning. So obviously, we got to gain the stamina, stay away from his punches, get that health even, and then hit him with one last punch when he's low health, and bang, 3-0. Now we got 2. And that's when I realized I can 3-0 the entire side of the map. All I have to do, beat this guy, who seems AFK for the beginning, which obviously didn't know what to do. But then he came up with haymakers, so I knew he was at least decent. But we both ran out of stamina pretty quickly because we're trying to throw haymakers and we're trying to get this win easy. But I also have to play it safe so I can 3-0 the entire side. Now he's just standing still in a corner, which is really confusing. I don't know what his game plan is, because I can just kick him into the corner and then haymaker him if I have the stamina. Like, I don't know what his plan was. And he's using stamina significantly faster than me. So I've just been confused the entire time on what he's trying to do. So more haymakers, because uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. Stand over him. Always. Gotta play it safe. Gotta get that hit in. Tried to do the special above the head hit, which still haven't hit one to this point. Obviously, it's not that great if you can't hit it. That's why the uppercut is the best. Always remember that the uppercut is the best. There's nothing in this game that I've seen that even comes close to the uppercut. It is just too good in comparison to every other punch, because it is quick and it does the most damage. And right here, I'm starting to panic. We're about even health, and I still have to knock him out and then get to his next life. So I'm starting to use kicks, keep him away from me, trying to make him run out of stamina so that way I don't go down. But now that he's out of stamina, I'm gonna chase him around. Punch him. Because when people are out of stamina and they don't have their big hits, they are a lot easier to deal with, because those small 2 damage punches aren't that scary. Especially when you have a punch like the uppercut that does 15. Again, missing another overhead attack because it is so bad. And at this point, I think he just gives up, because uppercut, uppercut, uppercut. He didn't move. 3-0, all rings. Let's go. And that is it, guys. Again, if you guys did like the video, consider dropping a like, possibly subscribing. It's free. I mean, what's better than free? And then obviously leave a comment if you guys play the game. Tell me what level you guys are and if you think you could beat me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.